Now that our animation is done, let's look at how we can export our animation to Cinema 4D or Maya. If you're exporting to Maya, most of this workflow can also be done directly in Maya using the built-in HIK toolkit. If you don't want to work in Maya, you can export from here directly as an FBX, and Maya will interpret all of the data. But if you're exporting to a program like Cinema that doesn't understand this control rig, we'll need to convert the animation on the controls to joint animation. At this point, it's best practice to save a copy of your file in case you need to go back and make additional tweaks to the animation. We'll be stripping the control rig out, and it becomes very difficult to work with direct joint animation, so it's good to have a copy where you can go back and do that work. Like before, we'll be plotting the animation. Select the blue menu in the Character Controls panel and select Bake Plot, and this time click Bake Plot to Skeleton. You can see that the control rig disappears and our character's source is now none because the animation is directly baked to the character rig. As we scrub through, we can see that everything is still there and our animation is ready to go. At this point, it's best practice to clean up your scene a little bit. There are character nodes and the original motion capture data that you probably don't want in your final output file. In this case, this is our beefy control reference and our mic hips objects. We're going to delete these. You'll need to delete the character node first. Select Delete and Confirm, and select Yes to all. You'll also want to delete the control rigs through the same process. Now let's delete the original mocap data. Right-click on your mocap's hips object, select Branches, right-click, delete, and confirm. This makes sure that all of the objects and related things are deleted. Now we're left with our original mesh and its joints. Export to Cinema by clicking File, Save As, and you'll be given the option to save it as an FBX binary file. If you have multiple takes in your file, click Save One Take per file so that you can access all of them separately. We're going to save this as cartwheel mocap underscore cleaned.fbx and click Save. Here you can see that we have two takes in here. The take 001 is automatically created with the empty file, and Cartwheelie was merged in. We're going to uncheck take 001 because we only need to work with this one take, and click Save. Now you're ready to bring the file into Cinema 4D. Now that we're in Cinema, let's open the file. Again, we're going to use the merge command as this is best practice. We're going to select our FBX file and click Open. Leave everything selected and click OK. Note that our file is showing fractional frame numbers. This is because our project frames per second does not match our original FBX's frames per second. We're going to change this to 24. And now the keyframes should be on even frames. We can play through and view that the animation is there, just the same as it was in Motion Builder. Looks great. You're now ready to do with this whatever you want. The materials brought in are not the same as the original materials on the object, so you may need to tweak those to make the object look good. Bring in the rest of your scene and happy animating.